Hi, what's going on, everyone? Ziploc back again. Um, I was talking to somebody. They're like, I don't read comic books. I read graphic novels. Oh boy, you're so much advanced. Here's the thing: graphic novel. There are some graphic novels. People don't realize that Watchmen was not really a graphic novel. It's a story that has a beginning and an end. Everyone thinks that's the graphic novel. No. Um Watchmen, when it first came out, was released as a comic book, which means it was released monthly. Now it came out singly. Now just recently they put it in the trade paperback form. That doesn't make it a graphic novel. Trades are not graphic novels. They're trade paperbacks. They can be soft cover or hard cover. Now, something like The Killing Joke would be considered a graphic novel. Something like no, something like Hush would not be considered a graphic novel. It's a comic book. It's just put in trade form. Something like there's plenty of examples. I can go on and on, but just because you see it in trade doesn't mean, oh, this is a graphic novel. And a lot of people are like, well, European comics, they're graphic novels. People are like, if it's not a superhero comic book, it's a graphic novel. That's not true. That is not true. Something like, I get people like, well, The Walking Dead is a graphic novel. No, that's not true. It's a comic book. Just because it doesn't have capes or anything in it, that doesn't make it a graphic novel. A graphic novel basically refers to something in comic book format that's released in graphic novel form. Like I don't really read a lot of quote unquote graphic novels, so I don't really have not a lot of examples. But there are some books in comic book form that are released like that. They're released in the trade form, but they are graphic novels. Like monthly stuff that comes out monthly. Those are comic books. I don't care what you say. Just because it doesn't have comic books in them, they're not graphic novels. Okay. Now, there are some books that are released in trade formats. Those are graphic novels. People just, I don't know. Some people just think they're a little bit above the normal comic book readers, as they put them, because they're like, yeah, I don't read these comic books with Spider-Man or Batman in them, but I read the comic books like Watchmen and V for Vendetta. Those are graphic novels. I'm so much better than the lowest common denominator of readers. People like that I don't really fraternize with. They just seem like they're elitist and they think they know everything. And they're like, oh, I'm reading these intelligent books, so I'm better than you. It's like, no. Try harder. I just want to get that off my chest. That's something I really can't stand. It's like, I read graphic novels and I read comic books too. It's just something that really annoys me. You guys tell me what you think about that when you hear people say, I don't read comic books, I read graphic novels. And a lot of college kids say that, like college level kids, like people my age, like I'm 23, and you get like these 23-year-olds, they'll be like, I don't read comic books, I read graphic novels. Like, it's just a term to make it sound smarter. That's really what it is. I don't care what you say. That's what it is. And that's my final thoughts on this. You guys take it easy as usual. I'm out.